HARK, we are here. It is time for yet another episode of Star Wars Unlimited. We have our final aspect review, which is a combo review, which is why it's shorter. We have Heroism and we have Villainy, only 2 cards each. Again, the way these sets are built is that these types of cards are not designed to be the overwhelming majority of things that you see in the set, but there are some pretty fun and strong cards here in the single morality aspected cards. So without any further ado, let's get to this review, which is not a tier list right now. We have here Gray Squadron A-Wing, 2-cost, 1/3 Rebel Vehicle Fighter. On attack, an opponent chooses a unit or base they control. You may deal 2 damage to it. This is a strong little fighter. It doesn't seem obvious at first, but it can get buffs from other things. But even at 1/3 in space, it's still going to be able to deal a damage to your opponent's base. And then if your opponent doesn't control any units, they have to select their base because they don't control units. But if they do control units, you can use the bomber here to knock out as much damage onto those as you possibly can. I don't think this necessarily replaces Alliance X-Wing, but in combination, especially if you're going low cost in your curve, this can be a very strong card for not just your rebel strategies, but any aggressive strategy. Next, we have Tech. I think one of the strongest, if not the strongest card in this set. 3-cost, 2/5 Fringe Clone. Each friendly resource gains Smuggle. The gain Smuggle cost is that card's cost +2 and its aspect icons, and you can smuggle him in for 4. So he takes your entire resource row and makes it a second hand at +2 to the cost of any of the cards that are in your resource row. Your opponent needs to kill this immediately, or if you see this, you need to kill it immediately on your opponent's side of the board, because this is going to cause problems. Anything becomes a smuggleable card in the resource row, and there are some cards that were not designed to be smuggled that are very nasty combos with Tech. So don't be surprised if you see at least 1 or 2 of these in every Heroism deck going forward. Tech is a very strong card and will be very interesting with the clone strategy, because Hunter and all the other clones and Bad Batch characters like multiples of cards, which can sit in that nice resource row until they need to be smuggled in by Tech. For Villainy, we've got Toro Calican, 3-cost, 3/5 Bounty Hunter. When you play another Bounty Hunter unit, you may deal 1 damage to it. If you do, ready this unit, use this ability only once each round. So you can attack with it the round it comes out if you have another Bounty Hunter to play, or you could attack with it twice if you have another Bounty Hunter to play. Bounty Hunter strategies are very strong in set 2. There were a lot of them added. There were a lot of different things that could be very interesting. And just in general, there's a lot of things that could happen with this card, being able to at least clear out your opponent's units or deal 6 damage to your opponent's base in a single round with multiple actions. It's just a strong card, especially at an uncommon and only Villainy. It's not restricted by a style aspect. So any Bounty Hunter strategy in Villainy is going to have great use with this card. And last, we have Altering the Deal, 1-cost Villainy event. Discard a captured card guarded by a friendly unit. If you're not trying to use Dryden Voss to play your opponent's units that you have captured, use Altering the Deal to just clear them off the board permanently, and your opponent goes, what am I supposed to do? That was my most important unit, and it just no longer exists. So, as I said, not a lot to go over here, but I think specifically the 2 strongest are going to be Tech and Toro Calican. And that's Heroism and Villainy. Shorter video, just because there's not a lot of cards to go through, but there are still some massively important cards to the meta, to just games in general. Tech is probably going to be an evergreen card, given that it's a self-contained smuggle strategy. Fantastic stuff there. But that's it. That's all we've got. We've got all the aspect reviews done, 6 videos put together for the leaders, each style aspect, and a combo video. This video for the morality aspect and stuff. I hope these videos helped you figure out what's going to be useful for you, for your deck building, for your gameplay, for your metas, and potentially for your competitive aspects moving forward. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me with each and all of these videos. Remember to like and comment on the video. Let me know what your favorite Heroism or Villainy card is, what your favorite leader is going into set 2, and how your experiences are with the gameplay so far. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for all of your Star Wars Unlimited needs. We've got This Is the Way videos coming out. I've got other things on the deck to be able to get out and get ready for Shadows of the Galaxy and for Star Wars Unlimited in general. So thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, I will see you in the stars.